Hello and welcome everyone to this week's COT review. I'm Thomas from COTBASE.com. Today we're going to have a look at the second Commitments of Traders report in 2014. As usual, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials positions. So here we go. We've got natural gas on top with a huge 32% change in commercials positions. An even greater change in large speculators. You can see the changes over here being much larger than average. They may actually be the largest changes in on this 1 year time frame. Let's have a look at previous large changes and see whether we can place a trade on such a change signal. This large bullish COT change signal was pretty effective. Then we had a greater change over here. This was a bearish COT change. And a similarly large change size can be visible over here. So just by these few examples, we may state that these large changes on this market do affect prices. Let's have a look at the 5-year chart and see whether we've got an extreme COT extreme in natural gas. On this 5-year chart, you may see that we've reached a level where commercials and large speculators, whenever they've reached these levels, you can see that was a time to actually exit your long trade and go short. The next time was over here, and of course we may suspect that this is going to happen again in the upcoming few days, weeks. Let's move on and have a look at the soybean oil. We have a 20% change over there in commercials positions, 28 in large speculators. So again, these are large changes, but over here we do see greater changes that suggest, actually doesn't suggest that this is an effective signal. It's much larger change than the average change sizes over here. That would be around 10% maybe. Of course, this is a bullish type COT change signal. Let's have a look at previous larger changes in this market. We have a larger change over here, maybe a little bit late. You can see over here prices declining afterwards. Let's move back a bit. Over here we have a greater change, a bullish type COT change signal preceding this little rally over here. A great change over here. Another one following bearish signals. Actually over here we have maybe the greatest one on this 1 year chart, signaling well that prices are declining. So again, I think we may state that COT changes are effective in soybean oil. Moving on to the 5-year chart, just to have a look at the COT extreme, you can see that we have reached very extreme levels. This is a bullish type COT extreme, just showing you a few points in time when we've reached these extremes, and they signaled well bottoms in prices. Maybe not the last few changes. You can see that this rally over here was very short-living. But hey, this extreme may actually widen even more, and we may get to a level of extreme when prices are just going to bottom out, and we're going to see them rising again. And then platinum is our next market. We've got a 17% change in commercials positions, roughly the same change in large speculators. Let's open a 5-year chart and have a look at the COT extreme. We don't have a COT extreme right now. It's only the change that may affect prices, and of course in a bearish way. It's a bearish COT change signal. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme. Here we go. Live cattle, Canadian dollar and coffee. Let's start with live cattle. We have an all-time COT extreme over there in commercials, and a pretty large 171 report extreme in large speculators. So let's open the 5-year chart and see everything on a wider scale. You can see prices are skyrocketing. Of course, no surprise, the extreme is widening as well. So this is definitely a very bearish signal that we've got in live cattle. Of course, it's a big question timing wise when to enter a short trade, if that's what we wish to do. But one thing's for sure, the stress level in live cattle is huge, and we are suspecting that prices will decline eventually. Canadian dollar, let's move on. We've got a 36 report extreme in large speculators. This is how too big, but let's just open a 5-year chart, of course, and look on the chart itself. And here we go. You can see that actually this 36 report is a very significant extreme point in commercials and large speculators. Also on this 5-year chart, you can see easily this is a bullish extreme. The last time we've reached such levels, you can see that prices did not really react. At least the reaction was very short-living. Prices are still declining, but you may see some earlier examples in time when we had such great extremes in the market and prices reacted well. The stress level is building up, and of course we may start considering a bullish long trade in the near future. Coffee, our next market, we have 34 report extreme over there in large speculators, the same extreme in commercials. Interesting to see commercials just going below the zero line. Large speculators are basically there, net zero, and small speculators are very optimistic about this market. Let's have a look at the 5-year chart and see if that tells us something else. Here we go. You can see that we have that huge extreme that we're moving away from. Of course, big question, are we going to be bouncing back as we did in the last 2.5 years and staying basically in this extreme zone? If this trend continues, basically commercials going back down to deep short levels while large speculators building up large long positions, I would say that would mean this was the bottom, and we can easily see higher prices coming soon. Okay, that's going to be all for this week. If you would like to have a look at other COT charts, you can do so at our COT charts page. If you would like to have a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, then here you go. This is our page where COT analysis is really done. You can add other great functions to your table, look at new COT report types, data types, look at market complexes. So lots of great stuff here at our site. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.